for today's topic is ambiguous and unambiguous. So, ambiguous, by its definition, means that it is something that is unclear, vague, or has multiple interpretations, which can lead to confusion and misunderstandings. And unambiguous, on the other hand, is the opposite, so it is more precise, direct, and clear. So it has no room for misinterpretations. Ambiguous can be interpreted in different ways and it may even perceived by its tone. So the following member will be the one to discuss the examples and they will go deeper than its meaning. So let's go.
Hi everyone. Today let's talk about an example of an ambiguous sentence. That means a sentence that can have more than one meaning. Take this sentence. What are we having for dinner, Mother? At first, it looks simple, but when spoken aloud, it can actually mean two different things depending on how you say it. Meaning number one. You are talking to your mother and asking her what's for dinner. To make this clear when speaking, add a short pause before the word mother, like this. What are we having for dinner, Mother? Meaning number two, you are talking to someone else and saying that you are having your mother for dinner, which sounds like a joke or something strange. In this case, you can say without a pause like, what are we having for dinner, Mother? Where mother is the food. So, the way we say a sentence with pauses and stress helps make the meaning clear.
So, a pleasant morning or afternoon to everyone. Let's analyze the ambiguity in the sentence. She is a German language teacher, and how speech can clarify it. The ambiguity lies in whether German modifies language or teacher. So there are two possible meanings. So the meaning one, she teaches the German language. This means she's a teacher of German, instructing students in the German language. To make this clear when speaking, you would place slightly more emphasis or stress on the word German. The intonation would also likely rise slightly after German, indicating the end of a modifying phrase. You might even say it with a pause after German, and as in, she's a German language teacher. So for meaning two, she is a German who is a language teacher. This means she is of German nationality and happens to be a language teacher, but not necessarily a German language teacher. To convey this meaning in speech, the emphasis would shift to she's and teacher, while German and language would receive less stress and possibly he spoken more quickly, almost as a single unit. The intonation wouldn't rise significantly after German, indicating it modifies the noun teacher. It might sound more likely she's a German language teacher. So in summary, stress and intonation, both elements of spoken language, provide the context missing in the written form. By carefully placing emphasis and managing the intonation, a speaker can clearly distinguish between the two meanings. The placement of a pause can also enhance clarity, separating the phrase German language from the noun teacher. To clearly establish the modification, the spoken version provides contextual cues, absence in the written sentence, resolving the ambiguity. So that's all.
Let's break down this sentence. They form a student grievance committee. This sentence can be misinterpreted because it's unclear whether the committee is made up for students or is focused on students' issues. There's two possible meanings. The first one, committees for students. The committee addresses grievances related to students. The second one, committee of students. The committee is comprised of students who made grievances. For further example, consider this sentence. The university is established a women's support group. Again, the university is established a women's support group. Here, it's unclear whether the group is for women or consists of women. So, going back, the sentence, they form a student grievance committee, can be interpreted or explained differently based on context. For example number 1 is university setting. In a university context, this sentence likely means a committee formed to address students' complaints or grievances, possibly compromise of students, faculty, or administrators. For example, 2, labor union context. So, in a labor union setting, student might refer to apprentice or trainees. And the committee could focus on workplace grievances specific to these individuals. So, possible changes across places can be through institutional variations. For example, in a school, the committee might focus on academic issues, while in workplace, it might address employees' grievances. So this sentence shows that it's ambiguous. They form a student grievance committee because it can be interpreted in two ways. First one, a committee that addresses grievances related to students. And the second one, a committee comprised of students that handles grievances. So it concluded that it's ambiguous because it can be interpreted in different interpretations. It was interpreted by two.
Hey, today I will be analyzing the meanings behind the sentence Charles kissed his wife and George kissed his wife too. This sentence can be interpreted in two different ways, purely depending on how the sentence is spoken. I will be diving deep, not that deep, but I will be diving into both those meanings right now. So, meaning number 1 is Charles kissed his wife and George kissed his wife too. This means that Charles kissed his wife, meaning the woman that is married to him, and George kissing his wife, which is the woman that is married to him. There is no kissing of someone's wife. That's basically it. Charles kissed his wife and George kissed his wife too. This can be explained in a monotone voice without any stress or anything in any of the words, just saying the sentence straightforward. There is no stress or anything. Now the second meaning is a bit different. Charles kissed his wife and George kissed his wife too. If you noticed, there is a stress in the word his. Now what does this mean? It means that Charles kissed his wife, the woman that is married to him, and George kissed his wife too, meaning Charles' wife. So George is a bit of a homewrecker. He is kissing Charles' wife. which he can't do because she is married to Charles. So that is the meaning behind that sentence. That meaning can be conveyed through the stress being in the words his. That's it. Thank you.
So, in summary, ambiguous can lead to misunderstandings due to different interpretations, which may interfere with the intended context. So, by using unambiguous, the miscommunication reduces by being clear and direct. So, when we are planning something with someone or a large group of friends, always speak to them directly and give your points sharply so they can receive it as it is. So, sa muling pagkikita, bye!